Have you ever sat down with hours of footage and thought there simply has to be an easier way to turn this into social posts? Whether you film long interviews, webinars, or live streams, the process of pulling out the good bits, writing captions, and cropping for different platforms feels like a full-time job. Over the last year, I have tested a ton of clipping tools, but very few actually help you turn long videos into a steady stream of content that really performs. So I decided to test Vizard, an AI platform that promises to find viral moments in long videos, turn them into ready-to-post clips, and schedule them for you. Let's see if this platform actually makes the exhausting process of content creation less painful for the average creator. If you like tools that make you shrug and say, "Wow, that just saved me hours," then you are definitely in the right spot. I dig into platforms, show the hidden parts that really matter, and give you quick ways to level up your content game without turning into a full-time editor. First, let's be real about the core problem. Turning a long video into dozens of snackable clips is usually expensive and incredibly time-consuming. You either hire an expensive editor, scramble through timestamps yourself, or use half-baked tools that demand a ton of manual work. Then there is the non-editing stuff like writing captions, choosing hashtags, creating thumbnails, and testing different hooks. If you want to test 5 different angles across TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, you essentially double or triple your daily workload. That is the specific gap that Vizard aims to fill for busy creators who need volume and quality. Vizard isn't trying to be a fancy avatar generator or a standalone text-to-speech app. It is built for creators with actual long-form footage. The core promises are simple: auto-edit viral clips from long videos and auto-schedule posts based on settings you choose. But the real test is how it handles the messy, real-world stuff like noisy live streams, long pauses, and multi-speaker conversations. I started with the simplest workflow. I dropped a YouTube link of a 90-minute panel discussion into Vizard and let it analyze the file. Within a few minutes, it scanned the audio, detected the emotional peaks, and suggested dozens of really strong clip candidates. What surprised me wasn't just that it found clips. It suggested strong hooks, titles, and caption options for every single one. Instead of random cuts, I got clips that felt built for engagement. Short, punchy, and with clear hooks that would stop people while they scroll. One sample hook it suggested was, "You won't believe what she said at minute 42. This changed how we think about product launches." That is the kind of hook that actually performs, and instead of spending an hour hunting for the moment, Vizard handed me the hook and the caption. Another thing I appreciate is that Vizard doesn't just make one version of your clip. For each candidate, it automatically generated multiple formats: vertical for TikTok, square for Instagram, and a landscape cut for YouTube. It also suggested different editing flavors: raw UGC style with jump cuts, polished interview cuts, and cinematic slices with letterboxing. Testing styles is often the difference between a clip that tanks and one that goes viral, so this feature is incredibly valuable. Another big advantage is the captioning and subtitle system, which auto-generates accurate text and cleans up awkward filler words. No more uploading SRT files separately, as it even smartly shortens captions to fit different platforms and suggests on-point hashtags. While it isn't absolutely perfect, it saves so many tedious minutes that would otherwise be spent on manual data entry. Many tools claim one-click auto-editing, but they tend to be single-task machines that leave clips feeling lifeless and generic. Vizard's approach felt more like working with an assistant who understands what is engaging and knows how to structure a good story. I also wanted to see how much control I had, because some creators want the tool to do everything while others prefer to tweak the details. Vizard offers both. If you want a hands-off experience, you can let the AI pick the clips, captions, and thumbnails, or you can dive into the editor. If you want precision, there is a visual editor where you can adjust in and out points, change captions, swap the thumbnail, or apply different styles. That flexibility matters significantly because beginners and experienced creators have very different workflows. When you compare this to other systems, some promise tons of AI features, but fall short when it comes to consistent short-form clipping. Vizard's real strength is focusing on this particular workflow: clip discovery, multi-format creation, captioning, and scheduling in one place. I uploaded a shaky live stream with 3 speakers and awkward dead air to see how the AI handled it. Most editors would stumble, but Vizard identified the highlights, removed filler, and kept the context so the clips didn't feel choppy. For creators who repurpose webinars or long interviews, that capability is an absolute game changer. One of the features I tested extensively was auto-scheduling, where you simply tell the system how often you want to post. The AI then fills the calendar with clips, optimizes post times, and even staggers slightly different captions so you aren't posting the exact same thing. For people who run channels and want consistent posting without babysitting every single upload, this is truly massive. It isn't a magic traffic booster, but consistent posting removes a huge barrier to growth for every single creator. Another area where Vizard stands out is content planning, with a calendar that lets you see exactly what is going out. It is not just a queue, it is a place to plan a content rhythm, like teasers on Monday and longer highlights on Friday. Of course, nothing is perfect, as the AI occasionally misses nuance, and sarcasm can sometimes be tricky. And while the hashtag suggestions are helpful, they are not a replacement for your own research if you are in a very niche market. But for most creators, marketers, and small teams, Vizard dramatically reduces the friction of video production. Instead of spending a whole day finding clips, you can get a week's worth of content in an hour and refine your strategy. Would it replace an entire creative team? Probably not for big brands that need bespoke direction, but for solo creators, it is incredibly useful. It is the difference between sporadic posting and a steady, reliable content engine that keeps your audience engaged. If you want to try it out, there is a free plan so you can test it with a few videos and see how the workflow fits your style. I will drop the link in the description below so you can feed it a long webinar and see exactly how much time it saves you. Thanks for sticking with me through this test, and I will catch you in the next one with more tools that make content creation easier.